Hi, Dr. Gould. This is Julianne Zvalo-Martyn with my final reflection for EDOL 721 and reflecting on the Simon Sinek video that we watched on YouTube. He had a simple message. He said it was a simple message, and I did feel it was a simple message and I could understand it clearly. He said that in leadership, it's not what you do, it's why you do it. In other words, people don't want to hear you talk about what you do. They want to hear you talk about why you do it. He said that great leaders inspire people to believe as they do, or they inspire people who believe as they believe to follow them. And he made the point that great leaders lead from the inside out instead of the outside in. Here's the graphic. He said that when you lead from the outside in, you start with the what, then you talk about the how, but you don't even get to the why. And when you lead from the inside out, you start with the why. And that hits people emotionally because it aligns, in his view, with how our brain is structured. And it makes sense to me because the inside of the brain, where the why is in this circle, is where our feelings and emotions are, our limbic system, and the outside of the brain is where our thoughts are. And what he's saying, I think, is that people respond with their emotions. This got me to thinking about my own leadership and my own leadership projects. I'm in the field of early childhood education, and I'm working to develop leadership pathways in early childhood education. I can talk to you all about how I'm going to do that, but according to Simon Sinek, I should talk about why. So I thought I would just reflect a little bit on why I am doing what I'm doing. The main reason is that young children have um, a need for responsive relationships around them, that for their brains to develop optimally, they need to have a high quality environment. We know that young children have a rapid brain development during their early years, and we know that what happens during the early years has really profound implications for the future. And we know that the amount of money and resources that we invest into early childhood education pays back in terms of reduced crime rates, higher graduation rates, less stress, all different kinds of really important factors stem from what happens in the young years. But the problem is that we don't put the resources that we need into early care and education. We know that we need high quality relationships and high quality teachers in the classroom, but yet we pay these teachers such a low salary that 46% of them have to seek some type of public assistance. And so you have teachers that are stressed and who are in the classroom, and how do they create a positive learning environment in that kind of situation? Either they are stressed, or the other thing that happens is that they leave the field to get a livable wage. So my work in developing leadership pathways for early childhood leaders is, for one, to bring equity into the situation, both for the teachers and the young children, and and also to provide career pathways for young teachers, which we don't have, because the field is very fragmented and divisive, and there are people making decisions in early childhood who do not have an early childhood background or early childhood knowledge. So that's why I think it's really important that we develop leadership pathways in early childhood education so that we can correct the inequities that are happening, impact the future of our world, and make decisions that are going to be in the best interests of young children, and thereby create a better society. So that's my why, and that's what I was reflecting about when I watched the video. Thanks for the opportunity to try something different, and thank you for everything you've done in this course.